In this tutorial, we're going to cover the creation of WDI/WDO inspection report. SmartPest contains all the state forms in the United States. We also include what we call a non-real estate inspection. This form is a universal form, can be used in any English-speaking country, and it's essentially the same form as the NPMA33 form. Its primary use is for existing homeowners rather than individuals involved in real estate transactions. Unlike the NPMA33 form, this form makes no reference to buyers and sellers and that sort of thing. And as a reminder, make sure you select your default form so that it's always showing up here. You do that by going to the dash, going to Setup, and click the default form. And you'll select your default form from this list here. So to begin, click on the inspection button. Your inspection information is added. In this case, the agent's name is the context, so that name is brought over here. If you don't want the agent's name, you can remove it from the list. Some of the states will allow you to add your company logo to their forms, and in those states, you'll find a field on your inspection form that allows you to select that logo. So you can select ABC logo, and you'll see your company logo will appear here to the right of your company information. You notice that we have the date of inspection is the date we create the form. The time automatically enters, as it says here in the note. We also have a field here called file number. The file number would be a reference number used by a corporation or a third-party relocation company. Select the inspector's name from this list. And you notice Sam's signature appears along with his license number. Then structures inspected. Because we're inspecting a house and a garage, we really have two structures on the property. So if there's no evidence, let's say in the garage, here at the end of this line, we just click on this drop-down list and would say garage only, no visible evidence. However, we got visible evidence in the house only. By doing that, you eliminate the need to describe in this box where you have visible evidence and so forth. So we're going to say we have live insects. And I'm going to enter subterranean termites. And you notice as I'm typing words that aren't recognized by the dictionary, such as frass, you can right-click on suggested spellings, and then you can just tell the program to learn that. You notice the red lines go away. Now here we have a radio button because we don't want to be able to select two different items, just one or the other. So I'm going to select yes, and when this prints, it'll actually be a checkbox. And we have a value list here. So let's say that there were drill holes in the foundation, so we have language that we have added to this using the value list editor over here. And you'll see that the language is here, drill holes in foundation consistent with conventional treatment. And you can add as many items there as you like. So I'll come back over here and I'll select this. And we're going to have treatment recommended. The value list here of your your subterranean termites, and you notice that you can have a combination of termites, carpenter ants, add whatever combinations you want in the value list editor. So we're just going to say termites. So in the crawl space, if I put my cursor in this field, I can navigate to this list of obstructions. So let's say that we have insulation, and maybe we have some limited access, and let's say there's some standing water. And then on the main level, we have fixed ceilings, wall coverings, floor coverings, cabinets, shelving, furnishings, and appliances. And in the attic, we have insulation and limited access. Garage, fixed ceilings, cabinet shelving, stored items, and we may even have a cluttered condition. We have some dense vegetation, perhaps we have window well covers, a wood pile. We might even have some synthetic stucco. And in the porch, no access beneath. And then in section 5 here, you may have a standard comment that you want to always use, such as this company has never treated this property for termites, or maybe see addendum. And under attachments, let's say we've got a graph with this and photos. If you have a tablet PC, you have the ability to capture the signature of a seller or a buyer should they be present. If we have a graph, click on the graph button, add additional comments, and you can click this artist palette, which will launch your default drawing program, which we talk about in the setup section. We also have a separate tutorial for creating graphs, which you will also want to view if you're going to use this feature. Once a graph is created, all you need to do is click the import button, locate your graph, and your graph will be imported into your database. We also offer a WDO attachment to the NPMA33 form. This allows you to report on conducive conditions, mold, fungus, and that sort of thing. It's not a required item with the NPMA33 report, but it does give you some additional flexibility should you need to report such conditions to your client. We also have an addendum. Some state forms don't have enough room for you to write additional information. This is that extra piece of paper they suggest that you attach to the report. So here you have the ability to title this. So let's just say this is a wood destroying insect inspection addendum. Again, this is something that you can edit in your value list. If you have a file number or even an FHA or VA case number, there's a field for that. And then in this field here, we can populate that just by manually typing, or we include a great library feature. So if I click on the library, it takes you to a findings library where you have everything that can be broken down into different sections. These are all totally editable by you. So if you want to add color systems, like your findings can be one color, your recommendations another. So if I want to add this finding to my addendum, I just click the Add to Findings button. And you'll see that comment has been added automatically. I can click the library button again, go back, and let's say that I want to find something under foundations. Maybe we have water stains. I can select that. Then return. And you'll notice as I click on each of these tabs, it contains all the findings that you have for that particular section. And you'll notice in this comment that I have X's. Anytime you have something that needs to be edited, if you put the X's in here, then all you have to do is double click on the X's. It'll highlight it. And let's say I just want to put the word activity in here. and your spacing is maintained. And something else you can do is you can use the find function. If I want to find my comments on, let's say, clearance, I can go into this field, type in the word clearance, and you'll see I've got clearance comments in the substructure, as well as decks, patios, and attic spaces. So then you can select your item, and it's automatically added to your report. And the final area we have here is the Photo Manager. To see detailed information on the Photo Manager, you can go to the Photo Manager tutorial. I'll show you how it works. You come to the Photo Manager window, click Import Photos, select the folder that you wish to import, and your photos will begin to import. And once your photos are imported, you'll be able to use those in your final report. And our tutorial on the Photo Manager covers how you can annotate your photos, provide descriptions, and so forth. Once you select the photos you want to use, and you'll see that the photos appear to the right of each page of your report, which makes it easier to add comments to your report. We also have a button at the bottom of the page here called Inspector FX. This allows you to link report with our Inspector FX home inspection software program. So once you're ready to print your report, you just click the Print Report button. You'll be prompted as to whether you want to print the addendum or not. And it checks to see if you have a graph, and it'll ask you to print that. And if you have photos and you're licensed to use the Photo Manager, you say yes to that as well. Select your printer, select Print, and you'll be ready to go. If you're going to create a PDF, you can also create a PDF. And again, I'd like to refer you to our tutorial on printing and emailing from Mac or Windows computers. And if you want to know more about filling out other state forms, you can visit our sister website at www.wdifx.com, where we have some additional examples on file. And this completes our tutorial on the inspection module for the NPMA33 report.